Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. This is United Daily Live, and we are live to talk about Nemanja Matic because the news is coming through tonight that Nemanja Matic has signed a new deal at Manchester United, which will keep him at the club until 2023. There is yet to be any official confirmation from Manchester United themselves, but this is coming from Gianluca Di Marzio, and he is pretty reliable when it comes to things, and he doesn't usually put his neck out on the line and say things unless they are true. And with it being a contract negotiation, with it being something that's been pretty much, certain to happen for a while, we can be pretty sure that this is a done deal, and Nemanja Matic will be signing a deal at Manchester United. It could be a case that it's a 2-year plus a 1-year from Manchester United if they want to extend it, but the deal signed according to Di Marzio, and we'll read out what he's saying in relation to this deal with Nemanja Matic, as well as getting your thoughts on Nemanja Matic staying at Manchester United, because there was a time where we all thought Nemanja Matic was off, didn't we? We all thought it was off. We all thought it was finished. His time at United had come to an end, but somehow he's managed to turn it around at United. He's managed to turn it around and become what's looking like a key figure in the Manchester United team. So this is the story from Gianluca Di Marzio. He says he has been at Manchester United since 2017, and now Nemanja Matic has renewed with the Red Devils. A story that will continue until 2023, thanks to the triennial signing in the last hours. So he's saying he's signed in the last couple of hours. He's signed this deal. So that's probably why there hasn't been any official confirmation from the club just yet. And remember, this has been translated from Italian to English, hence why there'll be some strange, ways with the words, because it's a direct translation. For the Serbian, there was this option for the future and various offers from Italy, but in the end he preferred to stay in Manchester to be a point of reference for the United of the future. And that is pretty much it from Di Marzio on that. A short and sweet statement in relation to Nemanja Matic on this evening. So Nemanja Matic is signed until 2023, pending confirmation from the club. Get your reactions in on this right now, yeah? I'm going to dive into those comments very, very soon. And before we get into them, we know there's going to be a few questions on FTD, obviously. And all I will say on that is just keep your eyes peeled tomorrow for a further update. We're not just going to leave you in the lurch without an explanation or anything like that. So make sure you're keeping your eyes and ears peeled, because we will have a further update on what is going on in the world of full-time Devils or not in that situation. So we'll be back tomorrow with an update on that. Make sure you're keeping it locked for that. That will be somewhere on the internet. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV. We're now very, very close as well to 75,000 subscribers. So thank you very much to all those that have been getting involved and subscribing and joining as well. We've had loads of new members recently, and today we've had about 5-6 new members today. So thank you very much to all of them. Click join if you want to, but click subscribe as well. We're 94 away from 75,000. 94 away. So get subscribing if you can. So that news is that Manchester United have got a new deal signed with Nemanja Matic until 2023, and that is going to be confirmed in due course as we wait for that. So what does this mean for Manchester United now? It wasn't long ago we thought Nemanja Matic's time at Man United was done. He wasn't playing much. He wasn't in the team a lot. He wasn't happy at United, it looked like. He obviously had a great relationship with Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho left Manchester United, as we all know. The reasons for that, whatever. But he was still at the club, and we thought it's not going to be long until he either teams back up with Jose Mourinho or goes to Italy or somewhere like that. He was linked with Inter Milan and teams like that. And we were just kind of waiting for him to leave Manchester United. And then he gets an opportunity, and he starts to play well. There were times where he was playing and he looked absolutely finished. He's 31, turning 32. At 31 years old, we were talking about him like he was finished. But, you should still have a few years at your legs. He didn't look great. He looked slow. He looked lethargic. He didn't look good. Now, that could be because he was overplayed by Jose Mourinho. He wasn't brought in and out of the team accordingly. And as a result, we burned him out. And he just went. His legs went. We've seen that with Zlatan Ibrahimovic at United. He obviously had a massive injury, but we've seen his legs went, and he could no longer do it on a week in, week out basis. So Nemanja Matic may have suffered because of that, the changeover in manager, adapting to the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted to do things. But also this has to be a big credit to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because this is a player we were reading rumours about potentially no longer wanting to be at United because he didn't really see eye to eye with the manager. These were stories that were floating about. Whether they're true or not, there was obviously an environment there where, Nemanja Matic was on his way out of United. And for him to be turned around by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and to be, kept at the club and to be rejuvenated and be showing these kind of performances, I think is absolutely incredible. And his credit yet again to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but also massive credit to Nemanja Matic. Now, I thought one of the key signings that we had to make was a defensive midfielder. I didn't think Nemanja Matic had the legs in him anymore. I didn't think he'd be showing this kind of form. And whilst Fred and McTominay are decent, players to have in the squad, and they're players that will play their part, at the same time, they're not that out-and-out defensive midfielder that you need. That robust defensive midfielder is going to sit there, drop in between the centre-half, mop things up, link it up, and give the platform to Bruno and Pogba to create havoc in opposition defences. They're not that. So we felt like we needed to sign one. Now with Matic signing this new deal, I didn't expect it to be a 3-year deal. I thought a 1 year, maybe a 2 year at the most, to take him into him being around, 34 years old. But we've actually given him a deal which will take him until around his 35th birthday. And obviously, we might still look to sell him in 2 years. Who knows what will happen there. But he's a bit of experience that we haven't got as well. So even if he comes to the understanding that, look, in 2 years' time, you're not going to be starting as much games as you are now. We're going to be looking to rotate. We're going to be looking to bring the likes of James Garner through, the likes of Dylan Levitt through. We're going to be looking to bring players through, and we want you to help guide those players, help McTominay, help Fred, and become a key member of the team in that regard. We haven't got much experience left in the team at all. David De Gea, experienced. Juan Mata, you're then looking at Nemanja Matic as one of the most experienced players that we've got. Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, they're coming in after that, Harry Maguire. So we need experience in the team. That's quite obvious. We really do need that experience in the team. And that is what he provides to Manchester United. But you also worry that because it's such a long-term deal, that we may not look to buy a player in that position or look to get a player in that defensive midfield mode. And I still think we have to look to do that in the next 12 to 18 months. Probably not in this transfer window, but definitely by the next transfer window. We have to be looking to bring a player in that is going to be occupying that role on a more full-time basis, because you're not going to expect Nemanja Matic to be doing that on a full-time basis in about 12, 18 months with the way we've seen him play, just 6 months ago. No matter how good he's doing at the moment, I think this is a deal that he deserves. But it's also one where you think, is it a bit long? Nevertheless, if he's not happy with his playing time in 2 years, it means United get a little bit of a fee for him. And we'll know, Jose Mourinho, who knows where he will be, probably at Crystal Palace, will want to sign Nemanja Matic. Someone in Italy might still want to buy him. So, you'll still be able to get a fee in for him. He's not going to be absolutely washed up by that point. But I definitely think we have to manage him. We have to save him for special occasions, wrap him in cotton wool, and use him when the time's right, because we don't want him to burn out. That's something that we don't want to do, because we've seen what can happen when we do that to him. So Nemanja Matic signing a new deal at Manchester United. Di Marzio reporting that is a done deal. Now, I think Manchester City are on the verge of losing against Southampton. It's in the 97th minute at the moment. And it's a goal kick to Southampton, so it looks like they may be losing. They have lost, so that doesn't mean anything. Obviously, we're still, I think, 11 points behind them, or something incredible like that. But again, that's not a huge gap to close next season, is it? When you look at the way we're playing at the moment, when you look at the team we've got, hopefully the players that we bring in to strengthen the side, it's not that bad at all. Get your comments in on Nemanja Matic. Srinivas, all will be revealed tomorrow. There will be a further update on that. So make sure you're keeping it locked for that. I didn't see what Simon Jordan said at all. I think Garner can be like a Carrick Pirlo type CDM, says Adam. Obviously, he's got a great passing range. He's got a fantastic passing range, but those are some absolute legends, what you're mentioning there. So we have to take our time with him. That update for you again. Nemanja Matic signs until 2023 and City lose against Southampton. So not a bad day at all. Matic definitely deserves his deal, I gotta say, although the length of time I'm a little bit surprised with. Also, there was a story today linking Juan Mata with a move potentially to Fenerbahce now. United reported a tweet which come via Sport Witness, and it was Fenerbahce president has held talks with Luis Gustavo's agent about signing Luis Gustavo, I believe, is the agent, about signing Juan Mata. Both sides close to reaching an agreement, with the player keen to join. Further talks will take place in the next few weeks. Fenerbahce are confident. So it looks like Juan Mata could be on the move, and it would again reinforce why, this could be something where Ollie's looking to not only keep a player that's entering some good form, and we can hopefully keep as a pivotal part of the side, but also keeping that experience in the team, especially if we lose someone like Juan Mata. Juan Mata doesn't play every single game, but of course, we have to wait and see. He still provides that experience. Lineart says Mata is done. Lingard has to go to. Vikas agrees with him and adds in Jones and Pereira. While Prashant says hope Mata stays. I don't know what Will's on about. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's on about. Someone mentioned Tyrone Mings though. I'm not sure if I'd take Tyrone Mings at Manchester United. Possibly as a backup maybe, but he'd cost a lot of money. The player that you want from Aston Villa is most definitely Jack Grealish. Juan Mata leaving Manchester United though wouldn't surprise me. Signed a new deal recently, but you can see he doesn't get much game time, and if he's being promised game time week in, week out, gets to go to a country like Turkey, he'd probably be up for it, so you never know. We need a centre-back as well. Who should we sign? Maguire's the one that's worrying me the most recently. I thought Lindelof would be the one that's worrying me the most, but Maguire's been the one who, out of either of them, has been the one making mistakes. Now, you'd hope he'll get them rid out of his system and he'll start to settle down. Ross says, I'd take Ake from Bournemouth. No thank you to Mings, says Paul B. Rojo isn't coming back, says Jason. Yeah, it's not been confirmed, but it looks like Rojo will be staying in Argentina. Chris Smalling will be staying in Italy. So you're not going to be expecting those back. Potentially Kusal Jones. That would leave you with Twanzebe, Bailly, Maguire, Lindelof. Who's the last one? Or is that it? I think that would be it, wouldn't it? So you need another one. Tedam Mengi's coming through. Is he going to get the game time to justify being in the squad, or do you send him out on loan? But then it's his first year in 23s, do you know what I mean? So Tedam Mengi could easily be first choice in 23s and be the fifth centre-back for Manchester United. But I wouldn't mind us investing. Joga Benito says Maguire isn't elite, sadly. I don't think he's elite at the moment. Potentially he could be. He's still got time to improve, and it's his first season at a club as big as Manchester United. And his first season with the armband on for us. There's been positive signs from him, and he's definitely improved our defence. But there's also been signs where you think, he needs to get better. He needs to cut those things out of his game. But when Rio arrived, I'm not comparing Rio to Harry Maguire. I think Rio was streets ahead of him. But when Rio arrived, there was things where you looked at him and you thought, he's class, but he needs to cut those things out of his game. And eventually he did, and he became the best defender in the world. Now, hopefully, Harry Maguire can have a similar trajectory, although for me, Rio Ferdinand's the best English defender, and one of the best defenders I've seen. So it'd be very difficult for him to get close to that. Roshan Williams is at Shrewsbury. Yeah, Dangoff's confirmed that as well. John Stones from City, Brixton. No, thank you. Wouldn't want John Stones. Paul B says, so then Mata, Smalling, Sanchez, Rojo. There's 4 player sales right there. How much for all of these put towards? You probably get 5-10 mil for Mata. Probably about 10 to 20 mil for Smalling. Probably less though. You're looking 10-15. I reckon between Smalling and Mata you get 20 mil. Sanchez probably 18. You're looking about 40, 45, 50 mil if you're lucky. Which is a good wedge taken off the fee for Jadon Sancho. Fingers crossed we can get him. Like if we've got 100 mil to spend and we bring in 50 mil for Jadon Sancho, 50 mil for sales, that means then you got 150 mil. If you can get the deal done for Sancho around 90 mil, you get a Jack Grealish in for 40, 50. You know, you'd have to probably take a bit more out, but because we usually spend around 100, 120 mil in a window if we're lucky. It's never usually 200, 250. And last summer it was 70 mil or something like that after the fees for Lukaku and all that came in. So we didn't spend a huge amount of money. And then we bought Bruno Fernandes. So we've probably spent in this season 125 mil, which is roughly around what I said. So I wouldn't be surprised to see about that much being sent. Nimesh. Find out tomorrow what's going on. Koulibaly is 29 and has maybe 3 years left at best. I wouldn't want to get Koulibaly for the kind of fee that Napoli would be looking to get for him. It'd be a ridiculous amount. You may as well get someone. You could probably get someone for about 50, 60 mil who's as good. Guys, get hitting that like button, commenting, sharing, subscribing as well. We had the Aftermath Live going up earlier on today. We had my match review from yesterday as well. Mason Greenwood, just how good is Mason Greenwood? Right now as well, he's 2 goals away from being the second highest under 18 player in the Premier League in his debut season to score that many goals. Michael Owen got 18, he's number 1. Robbie Fowler got 10. I think Rooney got 9. And there was another season, Owen got 9. Mason Greenwood's 5th at the moment for under 18s goals in their first season in the Premier League. He's absolutely doing fantastically well. And he could get very close to Robbie Fowler in second. I think he might pip him, get 11. I don't think he'll be able to catch Michael Owen's record of 18. There's just not enough games to go. Diaz isn't bad at all. Pretty good player. 75 mil net spend a season. Won't be spending big if we can't sell big. Well, we've had 125 mil net spend this season as well. I think it's around that, but yeah. It was 75 mil last summer, wasn't it? And then we bought Bruno. Willy Bolly from Wolves. Wolves aren't a selling club. Wolves aren't a selling club. So I can't see that happening, to be honest. Greenwood has world-class potential. I think a lot of us agree with that. Mason Greenwood's absolutely tearing it up. And he's only going one way, and that's up. And with people like Mason Greenwood in the team, people like Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, when you look at this stat, Greenwood, Martial and Rashford have 55 goals. Obviously, that's 20 goals apiece for Martial and Rashford, 15 for Mason Greenwood. They've outscored Firmino, Salah and Mane, who are 51 now. Obviously, I'm not trying to compare us out and out to Liverpool. Obviously, they're champions for a reason. But when our front three can do that, and one of them hardly ever plays, like that's their front three every single time. Firmino, Salah, Mane. Manchester United's front three is usually Rashford and Martial with somebody else who's not all the time Mason Greenwood. I think I've seen a percentage of minutes that he's played for United this season, and it was around 39%. So for him to come up with 15 goals this season is... the geezer's killing it. He's absolutely killing it right now. Andre says, after Greenwood's good form, do we need Sancho? Well, yes. Well, I don't know why people think, oh, Bruno Pogba's playing well, we don't need to sign anyone now, or, you know, fucking Greenwood's playing well, we don't need to sign him. That's not the case. Because at the end of the day, Greenwood's not a natural right winger anyway. I do think he's going to play as a forward. He could play on the left, the right, the middle. He could play anywhere. He can score with both feet. And that's how football is becoming. You're becoming a part of a front three now. And we're going to have 60, hopefully 70 games a season. If we're being successful in all the cup competition, you're going to need to rotate players. Bringing in a Sancho and a Grealish or something like that this summer just gives us even more. And when you look at Manchester City and the players they're pulling off the bench, if we can start pulling off some quality off the bench, it put us in a fantastic position to challenge for these titles and challenge for these trophies. Tyler Bullion has become a member of AdamMcKola TV. Thank you very much for joining us, Tyler. I appreciate your support. We've got the June video coming up soon. There's been a little bit of a delay on it. That's coming up for you guys tomorrow, and then we'll have the July one by the end of this month, as well as you can join the Discord. There's a link in the community section, and if that's expired, I will post another link for you. But thank you for joining. Make sure you're hitting that join button to become a member of AdamMcKola TV. We're trying to hit 200 members by the end of August, and at the moment we're on 109, and the last couple of members are Tyler Bullion, Vaibhav Agarwal, Frankie, MPDL21, Kietil, and Aaron Nalla. So thank you very much to those guys for joining. You can become a part of AdamMcKola TV by hitting that join button. City are losing it, says Martin P. I don't think so. I think it's just they've got nothing to play for now. Their minds are probably on the Champions League. I think the only one that was really playing for them today was David Silva. He was flying in with headers and everything. He looked really good today. His last season, I know we hate City, but what a player David Silva's been over the year. How you doing, Samoan85? Hope you're doing well. Jesper says, would you rather win the Europa League or the FA Cup this season if we don't get top four? If we don't get top four, obviously the Europa League, because then that means we got Champions League football next season. If we finish in the top four, I'd rather win the FA Cup because I just like it more. If it didn't come down to Champions League football. Jay Matter is obviously an account dedicated to Matter, watching all the way from Brazil. Thank you very much for tuning in. Matter could be leaving and going to Fenerbahce. That's one of the rumours that we've got today. Absalon on that topic says Matter is very important because we need a player who can create chances against teams who park the bus when Fernandes is not in the team. But if Matter goes, is that not a hint? You know, Matter's linked with leaving. Jesse Lingard can't even get on the bench. You know, Pereira isn't that great. Is that not a hint that we're going to be improving in those positions? Is it not? Because instead of playing Matter and Lingard and Pereira, why not play someone like Jack Grealish? Or Kai Havertz, or I don't know, Jadon Sancho or someone like that? They can take their places in the squad. As ruthless as it is, I love Matter and love Lingard. As I says, is Rojo coming back to play for us? I don't think so. I don't think he will be back. Guys, get hitting the like button as well. We've got 100 likes. We've got over 400 people. Hit the like button, god damn it. How long has Matic signed for? He has signed until 2023, and as it says next to me. Hint, hint. Is it that way? No, it's that way. It says there. So the news today breaking through from DiMarzio is Nemanja Matic has signed a new deal with Manchester United, which will take him until 2023 at the very least. There's no confirmation on that from the club, but DiMarzio, pretty reliable, tier 1 transfer source, and he's saying that this is a done deal. It's been signed in the last few hours, so you'd expect him to be pretty spot on in that regard. So Nemanja Matic signed a new deal at Manchester United until 2023. Catastrophe in the comments says Nemanja Magic, amazing. Guys, Mr. Wild Times, everyone else asking, it will all be clear tomorrow. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Don't you worry your little heads. We are 75 away from 75,000 subscribers. Go on, get hitting that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Get liking, get commenting, get sharing, get joining as well if you can. We've done that on this day today on the Aftermath Live, but we'll do it again anyway. Wednesday the 5th of July 2006, on this day in 2006, Francis Fabian Barthez, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, equals the World Cup Finals record for clean sheets of 10 held by England's Peter Shilton as he helped shut out Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal in a semi-final in Munich. A Zinedine Zidane penalty was enough to ensure victory for Barthez' side. So that was on this day in 2006 right there. We've got a little book of Man United here. Someone want to say a page and we'll give you a quote. First page number in the comments, I'll read out a quote. But right now today, Nemanja Matic has signed a new deal. So let us know your thoughts on that. Thomas says this is why Nemanja Matic was playing so well. Yeah, probably because he wanted a new deal. He does deserve the new deal though, don't he? Would you take Declan Rice as a future replacement for Matic? Says Azza. I'm not sold on Declan Rice. Some people like him though, that's for sure. I just hope if United want to sell Matic the next year or the year after, they don't struggle because he won't get the same wages elsewhere. I'd assume that he may not have had a huge wage increase with him not getting any older. So the first number and the number that came twice was number 42, Gare and Akshay. So we're going to do number 42 today. Page 42. Page 42 is a quote from Roy Keane, and it says this: "I'm moody and grumpy most of the time." I don't know how this has got a whole page on its own, but that is the quote. The quote next to it is from Eric Cantona, and it says, "If I thought personal glory was more important than team glory, I would have taken up an individual sport." And that is King Eric. So that is just a load of quotes from Man United. We'll do another one of them tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got coming up for you Premier League Gazette. That'll be up first thing in the morning, and then we will have a United Daily Live in the evening as well, as that exclusive members only video going up as well. It's last month's video. It's going up a little bit late, so if you've not joined yet, you can get it in time and you can enjoy the last two videos as well and get ready for July's end of the month one, so you could get triple, quadruple bubble. So get joining. But Nemanja Matic has signed a new deal at Manchester United. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV. We will have so much more content coming your way, so make sure you keep it locked right here. And of course, all will be revealed tomorrow, so don't you panic your little head sat at home there. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.